Police are using a new generation of drones that can read your license plate from 2,000 feet in the air. It can track your car in real time, store the data, all without a warrant. In this video, I will cover which departments are already doing this, exactly how the technology works, and why some privacy experts are calling it the biggest surveillance expansion in decades. So let's start from the beginning. You've probably heard of license plate readers. They're the cameras bolted onto police cars or street poles that scan plates and check them against the database of wanted vehicles. That tech has been around for a while, but Flock Safety just took it to a completely different level. Last October, Flock unveiled a drone called the Alpha, and they literally describe it as the ultimate drone as first responder system. It flies up to 60 miles per hour, it can stay in the air for 45 minutes, and most concerning, it can read a license plate from 2,000 feet away. That's almost half a mile up. Flock's own VP of Aviation, Rahul Sidhu, put it plainly when talking to customers. He said the Flock Safety drones specifically are flying LPR cameras as well. These drones are on a pilot program that's being tested in a lab somewhere. Police departments are already rolling this out right now. So far, select police departments in Georgia, Colorado, California, and Arizona are using these drones, but that's just the confirmed list. Flock already serves over 5,000 agencies with its ground-based cameras, and the drone rollout is being pushed directly to those same customers. Todd Brown, a commander at Castle Rock PD, said that the drones not only provide an added layer of safety for our officers, but also ensure we're deploying resources where they're needed most. And look, the argument makes sense on the surface. Faster response, better coverage, officers staying safer, but there's much more to the story. 2025 was being called the year drone as first responder went mainstream by industry insiders. And the FAA also made it a lot easier too. They changed the rules so departments don't need a person watching the drone with their eyes at all times, which makes the whole thing a lot cheaper to run. The public safety drone market is expected to grow at nearly 12% every year through 2031. Axon, Motorola, Skydio, all the big names in police tech are now jumping into this space. Okay, so here's where things get complicated. The Electronic Frontier Foundation has been digging into Flock Safety systems, and their conclusions are pretty alarming. They wrote that mapping, storing, and tracking as much personal information as possible, all without warrants, is where automated police surveillance is heading right now. Think about what these drones actually collect every time they scan a plate. It's not just the plate number, it's the time, the exact GPS location, the make, model, and color of your car, which direction you were going, and then it gets cross-referenced with DMV records to tie all of that back to you as a person. And Flock has been saying they want to go even further. They want to connect plate scans to even more information about the owner of the car. So when your car drives by, police could immediately see not just your plate, but your whole profile. Privacy advocate McGuire put it this way: these things can stay in the sky in ways and distances and time that was previously science fiction. The big legal question is this. Courts have already ruled that police can't slap a GPS tracker on your car without a warrant. But what if a drone follows your car from the sky and does the same thing? The law just hasn't caught up yet. There's no clear answer, and the data doesn't just sit in one place. It gets shared across agencies. Berkeley, California actually had to limit access to their ALPR data after finding out it was showing up in statewide searches they didn't authorize. To be fair, there's a real argument on the other side. These drones are genuinely fast. The average response rate for Flock's drone system is 86 seconds to the scene. That's 48% faster than ground units. In Redmond, Washington, for lower priority calls, drones arrive in 1/3 the time of an officer. In some programs, drones are handling 78% of calls first before any officer even arrives. That means officers can be redirected to calls that actually need them. 25% of the time, the officers get turned around before they even reach the scene because the drone already handled it. This isn't a clear-cut bad technology story. It's much more complicated than that. The question isn't really whether it works, it's who decides how it gets used, what data gets kept, and who gets access to it. Right now, there's basically no federal rule about what police can do with the data these drones collect. The FAA controls how the drones fly. It includes their altitude and airspace, but no one at the federal level is regulating what gets recorded, how long it gets kept, or who it gets shared with. Privacy advocates are pushing for rules that would limit what crimes this tech is used for, automatically deleting the data after 30 days unless tied to an active case, and a ban of using it in certain situations such as protests. And on the horizon, it gets even bigger. We're talking about AI systems that could predict where a flag car is going to go before it even gets there. Swarms of drones providing wall-to-wall coverage over entire cities, combining license plate reading with facial recognition. The infrastructure for that future is being built right now, city by city, without most people even knowing it's happening. Please subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe these drones are worth the privacy concerns? Thank you.